Hi guys, we are starting early. I just figure we just get started right now. Let me make sure I share this live with everybody. Everybody, welcome. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure I put that on mute in my headphones. Welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome. Shout out to everybody. Thank you guys for being here. Um, Let me tell you guys something so freaking weird. Hold up. Let me see if I can get it going over here. I was listening to Sloan. Shout out to Sloan. I was listening to Sloan and see if you guys can see that. And I was trying to set everything up. I don't know if you guys notice this, but did y'all notice that there's a blinking light? Yo, this is my finger, right? Notice my finger. There's a blinking light right here that if you look at it, you don't see it blink, but for whatever reason, you see it on the camera. So I captured this like blinky light. What the hell is that? Okay, my phone just went. Hold up. Let's see if we could see it again. Y'all see there's like a blinking light right there. Let me know if you guys can see that. So weird. So I happened to be recording a video and I noticed there was like a blinking light on my phone. But I don't see it. But the camera captures it. It's weird. Anyway, you said it's un fantasma. Don't even start, Adrian. Don't even start. Welcome everybody, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey everybody, welcome to the chat. Let me let everybody know we are live. We are live. They are watching us. Somebody's watching. You see the blinking? See, I thought because you look at it and you can't really see the blinking from like if you look at the phone, I can't see the blinking, but I'm on camera, right? And then suddenly, yo, see that shit right there. What is that? Why is it? I don't see it on my phone, but the camera sees that. That's weird. We fascinate. Hey everybody, yeah, I'm freaking everybody out in the chat. I'm like, some weird's going on. It's the Twilight Zone. Something's going on. Something is going on. Hold up. Let's share this live with everybody. How's everybody doing today? Welcome, 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 you guys. I had to take last night off. I do apologize. It sounds like we had some issues with, we were trying to stream the Menendez conference and I think it cut off at some point. I thought it was over. It turns out it wasn't. So everyone, hold up. We are live. So I guess I only streamed half of it, but thank you for those that showed up in the chat. Thank you guys for supporting. Good morning, everybody. Get your coffee. I got my coffee here, as you guys can see. I added this new little table over here because I need another table. Like I have a lot of stuff here, right here, right here. Everyone, we are alive. How's everybody doing? I did start I did. You know how I am. You said it picks it up. Really? That's weird because like lock and load it. So for those that are coming through, y'all, you said it's an infrared flash that reads your face. So I'm looking at my phone. This is my phone, y'all. For those that don't, it's my phone. Okay. And I have it right here, right? And I picked up on something. I don't see a blinking light when I look at my phone, but the camera captured a blinking light on my phone, yo. That was weird. Like, I don't think you guys can see it, but there's like a blinking light that blinks here every once in a while. It's not blinking now, but the camera captured it. It was really weird. Maybe it's infrared, LED, something like that. People were like, oh, they're watching us. I'm like, they probably are. Who the hell knows? Who knows? But anyway, anyways, guys, welcome, 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 guys. Welcome. So you have a Samsung phone. The blue light has to do with the notifications. Yes, but you don't see it until the camera hits it. It's weird. It's weird. All right. Everybody, welcome through. I hope everybody's having a great morning, guys. I hope everybody's having a great morning. I don't know, last 24 hours has been a little bit crazy. So let's get started. We're going to get started. Shout out to everybody. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. So I really want to approach this in a way in which, how do I say this? It's so hard not to speculate certain things about this situation. Of course, our thoughts and prayers are with Liam Payne and his family. I myself I didn't follow One Direction. Matter of fact, my youngest sister, I have a sister, two sisters, but the youngest one, she was a huge One Direction fan. She actually didn't know about the news until I saw it on TMZ and basically called her and let her know. And she said that there was rumors about it. She had heard rumors before the news hit TMZ, and she said she wasn't sure if it was confirmed. So the way I see it is that if TMZ is talking about it, it's probably very likely confirmed at this point. So I told her not to. What I was told is that TMZ released some really horrible pictures of. I didn't see them. I saw the room pictures of, like, because the room was destroyed, but people are saying that there's pictures out there of his body that have been circulating. I don't listen. I don't want to remember somebody's final moments that way whatsoever. So you saw it today. You saw it on the Today Show. Really? His those pictures? Yeah, we gonna agree to agree. Rabbit says hello. I mean, it's just like it's really really bad because, like, you know, you heard. I don't want to see them either. I don't want to see. I saw the room. I saw that the room was destroyed and everything, but I don't want to see. And so I told my sister, don't look at them. Now, one thing my sister told me, because like I said, she was a One Direction fan. She told me that clearly before all of this happened, I think it was about a week and a half ago, that One Direction fans, because she follows like the One Direction, fan base and whatnot. See if I can pull the text. She basically said that he was struggling, that there were some fans that were kind of going back and forth with him online, and he was struggling a bit. Um, she says that he's been getting into a lot of scrutiny from the old fans recently about his comments on the band and the fans. And then she then said that he had been struggling. It was said that he had been struggling with some level of substance use. So that was an issue for him. Now, let me say this. I do remember, I just don't remember this band being together for too long. If going back a little bit to the One Direction time. My sister, after the band broke up, they all went and they did their own solo careers. Harry Styles had a concert here, and my sister wanted me to take her. So I actually went to one of the concerts with her. But the guy hadn't even had like an album yet. He was just singing a couple songs. Hey, it's Kim. TMZ posted photos of his body. His face was not shown, but his tattoos were there to identify him. It was awful. And I'm hearing that TMZ is getting a lot of pushback over it. Shout out to It's Kim. I personally, like I said, like, it's not the way you want to remember somebody. Now, what the interesting part is, because there was a lot of scrutiny and a lot of things that were said, people are speculating different things. I did watch a little bit of BJ Investigates, or That Surprise Witness, okay? And there was an article that she was talking about, and I got to show you guys. And I think there's been an update too. Hold up. Let me show you guys. Da-da-da. Payne died from multiple injuries and hemorrhage, preliminary autopsy reveals. Former One Direction star Liam Payne died from multiple injuries involving internal and external hemorrhage, according to a preliminary autopsy seen by CNN. Now, I don't know how CNN's got hands on all this stuff, right? The prosecutor's office is charge of the case and is expected to make an official statement later with more details, and the toxicology report is still pending. It sounds like it's very much believed that he was likely under the influence, which it's like, oh my god, like, I still hope that they should investigate. They should investigate what happened. Absolutely, they should. You said, yeah, they should push back. It's disgusting. Yes, thank you. It's Kim. I agree with you. They should push back. Like, come on now, the guy, like, to put. And get this, okay? Because TMZ pays for information like this. How much you think they paid the person to release to get those photos? How much do you think? Because think about it. All right. How much should they pay for those photos? Like, that's really what the question is. How do they get their information? How much did they pay? I have not. And I figured I figured I'd do this reaction with you guys, but I wasn't sure if you guys were ready. Where are you guys feeling? How do you guys feel about it? Let me know. Mary Reno says, hi, Rabbit. Hold up. So awful that they showed the pictures of him. I did not and will not look at them. No, so disrespectful. My youngest daughter, 28, was a huge fan back in the day, says Mary Reno. Yeah, don't like. You just don't show photos. Don't look at them. Don't do that. I also had a really like when you see somebody die, like just it's horrible. Like it's horrible to see that. I've seen a couple of deaths just happen that way. And it's not something like, especially if you had a relationship with the person or if you remember them a certain way, you don't want that to be the last thing you see of this person because you take that with you. And believe it or not, it does kind of get to you later on in life. So I definitely recommend like TMZ should get a lot of pushback, and people should be, talking about that. Like they report on a lot of things. They need to have at least a little bit of like ethics. Even the title of TMZ, which was like, I was like, oh shit, TMZ. All right then, like that's the last way. That's the last how we everybody's gonna remember him. Liam Payne dead at 31 after fall from Buenos Aires hotel. It was just like boom. And like, oh my God, okay. Anyways, Survive the Kool-Aid. Thank you for being a member for 8 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, Survive. Shout out to Survive. Thank you, love, for supporting my channel. Thank you, thank you. You said, remember the interview with the paparazzi speaking with the photos of Britney Spears? They could receive anywhere from 500 to 100 million. Yeah. Or 100,000, excuse me, for one image. So disgraceful. That's the question. That is the question that comes to mind. It's like, how much are they paying? Because that's the paparazzi. Ultimately, they get a lot of money for these photos. They get a lot of money. That's the question too. They're not saying that there was a third person there, but let me just say this. People are speculating different things online, as anybody and everybody does. There are some concerns because, like I said, my sister was telling me that prior to all of this happening, that he was getting pushback from a lot of fans about his behavior online with fans specifically. Matter of fact, somebody on Twitter, this is a tweet that she sent me. She said um that he reportedly died, but that people were reporting that there were allegations that were going to come out. That's what people were saying. So I'm wondering, like, okay, what is this all about? What do you mean allegations were going to come out? And this is all over Twitter at this point, that there were things that were going to come out and that he was a little worried too about them. I don't know if he talked to somebody about them, but that's what's being reported online consistently. At the end of the day, it's still not a way to, first of all, die. Like, we don't know if he just fell or if people said he jumped. Before he jumped, that's what the narrative says. I'm like, well, the investigation's not done, my understanding. How can we say that he jumped? Like, why even put that out there? Do we know? You said, yeah, he definitely pushed back hard. His poor family and friends. Where's the decency? Shame on the person who sold him to TMC. Absolutely. Yes. He was asking younger fans for pictures in the DMs. So this was going to come out too, or at least it had been circulated. Because look at Coconut Cult already said it here. There were already things that were coming out about this situation. But in the 911 call, they were afraid that I heard something, but I haven't listened to the whole 911 call. Let's do this. Thank you, Christina, for being here. Shout out to everybody. Here's Rolling Stones already. All right. Now, the reason I'm showing this article because I actually have a subscription with them. Liam Payne cause of death revealed. Singer died of multiple traumas and bleeding from fall. So from fall was just this is so much. Authorities say that the former One Direction band member was going through an outbreak from substance abuse before his death. What is outbreak from substance? Outbreak. I don't think that's how you say that. Hold up. Outbreak from substance. Outbreak from substance abuse. I've never heard it called just an outbreak. Yeah, the 911 call said that he was acting erratic. Here's the deal, Vicky, though. Did you guys see the Snapchat photos, though? Because the Snapchat photos show like that he was fine. How long before that? Yeah, right. Like Daisy K, is that a thing? What's an outbreak? It's like the wording is weird on this article. Thank you, Didi. Please tell him to hit that like button. Yeah, he was using a lot in the room. There were pictures of substances when he was mixing. Fall bizarre, if you ask me. Perhaps they mean withdrawals. I'm thinking outbreak like you're done using. Is it withdrawals? The wording is off on this article. Let me just say that, okay? So, the prosecutor's office in Argentina shared a post autopsy report on Thursday and revealed new details about what led to Payne's sudden death at age 31 31 on Wednesday afternoon. According to the report, the former One Direction member died of multiple traumas, internal and external bleeding, and a cranial injury as a result of his fall from the third floor. Okay. See, I'm just thinking, but this is, and again, height, maybe third floor is very, very high up there too. You said sounds like a lot of other singers. They always say they relapse and they took their own life. I'm feeling like it sounds awfully familiar. Y'all see the wording? Thank you for calling this out. His team has said those photos were old. His GF was not with them. She left on October 4th, says Vicky. Shout out to Vicky. Vicky, did you hear about the fact that the ex fiance had sent him a like cease and desist? I think it was like on Monday. Correct me in the chat if I'm wrong, but that was also being reported too. So maybe he was dealing with like a lot, and you know, maybe he was dealing with a lot. Yeah, withdrawals from. Oh Lord, have mercy, Oklahoma. You're doing too much. You said they said Chris yes, suffered a relapse. No, there are others. I'm just not liking this. The 911 call said a person staying was erratic, trashing their room from alcohol or substance use. They were afraid for him because they had a balcony to their room. That's what they were saying too. No worries, Oklahoma. Shout out to you. Yeah, she was writing a book about him, or she wrote a book about him. Like, this is where they were going with this. So, she was writing a book. She was going to press charges against him. Really, Abby? The day before Liam passed, he got like a C and D from the girl from excuse me, the ex-fiance, who is from Texas, right? Okay. Anyways, according to the report, the former One Direction member died of multiple traumas, internal and external bleeding, and a cranial injury as a result of his fall. Early investigations also indicate the presence of narcotics in his hotel room. The circumstances of the cases are being investigated as questionable death. Bingo right here. Questionable death. So Rolling Stone just dropped this like literally a couple minutes ago, and it's titled Questionable Death. All right. Keep that in mind. Although everything indicates that the musician oh, can't even read. Lord, let me get some coffee, y'all. It's too early. The circumstances of the case are being investigated as a questionable death, although everything indicates that the musician was alone when the fall occurred and was going through some type of outbreak from substance. Maybe it's the wording, but this word outbreak from substance is really getting to me. And this reads the statement in Spanish. Maybe it's like a translation thing, because maybe they're having a hard time. Outbreak, withdrawals. I just don't know what they mean by outbreak. Outburst, Deetra? Yeah, like what does that mean? What does outbreak from substance mean? Hold up. Let me see what y'all are saying. Outbreak, yeah, like that's what I'm thinking too. It makes me feel like they mean relapse. Yeah, wording is everything. That's what I get a little oof. Yes. Years ago, I had a friend who went on a bender of drugs. She then stripped naked and threw herself off a building. If he was that out, he probably didn't know what he was doing. Yeah, Mandy. I'm so sorry, Mandy. Maybe like out of sorts, out of like sorts. That's what that means. Thank you, Blank Screen. Shout out to Blank Screen. I know Blank Screen. I saw your DM. I think you need to look at the video. I think you need to take a look at the video. Which video though, Blank Screen? Because I don't want to see any. I was talking about. I really don't want to see any bodies or anything like that. But let me know, Blank Screen. Shout out to Blank Screen in the chat. Let me know. Was there something specific? Because I'll definitely check the DM here in a minute. Yeah, could they mean outbursts of drugs, or like Mandy was saying, like a bender of drugs? You said, I think they're trying to blame the ex. Spunky, maybe that could be the case too, because a lot of it is coming back to, well, like if he was clean, let's just say, and we don't know, right? But let's say that he was, like, what made him, was this like a relapse or what? Definitely lost in translation. I will say that. Okay, the report states that Payne fell off the balcony of his Casa Sur hotel room at about 5:07 p.m. local time Wednesday, minutes before a worker had called 911 about a guest who was under the influence of drugs and alcohol and who had destroyed some objects in the room. The forensic experts reported that the 25 injuries described in the autopsy reports are aligned with those caused by a fall from height. 25 injuries. Listen, I really underestimate what, like, if you fall, I really underestimate. Like, I'm just thinking it would cost 25 injuries, internal, external, especially internal bleeding, like that type of situation. Yeah, I kind of wonder about that. You said no one would risk jumping off the third floor to end one's life and could normally only twist an ankle. He probably beat in. Oh, James. Did he think, I'm just wondering, like, third floor, because it just doesn't sound, but then again, I'm not there. You know what I mean? I've had an apartment here on the second floor, and I'm just like, I could probably jump off a second and be fine, but third floor is a little bit different. Thank you. Yes, the Argentinian Spanish and the Tex-Mex Spanish, we have two different meanings. That's right. Just like Queen's English and English. You thinking too hard about that, says call me Vicky. Or excuse me, Vicky. Shout out to Vicky. It was people there filming. They refused to open the door and they all laughed at him and not helped him. What? Really? So people weren't helping him? Oh shit. I'll check out your video. What? That is horrible. Yeah, different dialects. Absolutely. And how many meters? I agree with you on this one, Vicky. How many meters? European meters? What kind of meters? What does that look like? Keep that in mind. I have not. I said I was going to react to it here. Let me finish this and we go and get to it. But I love talking to you guys in the chat. That's why I'm like talking to you guys. Okay. So, they also pointed out that the cranial cerebral injuries were sufficient to cause death, while internal and external hemorrhage in the skull, thorax, and abdomen and limbs contributed to the mechanisms of his death. Now, by the time police arrived after receiving the initial emergency call, Payne had fallen from his room balcony and had died due to the gravity of his injuries. The report indicates that forensics are now waiting on results from this is a histopathology, biochemical, and toxicology report to better understand the substances that may have been in his body at the time of his death. However, early investigations show that there were narcotics and alcohol beverages, as well as various destroyed objects and furniture inside his room. So nobody was in the room with him? Because I thought he went to Argentina with one of the ex-bandmates too. This is... Yeah. According to the report, forensics say that they found no evidence of foul play on Payne's body, nor injuries that would prove there were third parties involved in his death. The position in which Payne landed shows that he did not drop a reflex posture to protect himself. Oh, wow. They were able to find this out so quick. The report reads, according to the prosecutor's office, authorities have interviewed 3 hotel workers and 2 women who were with the musician in his room. What? Hold up. According to the prosecutor's office, authorities have interviewed three hotel workers, 2 women who were with the musician in his room hours before Payne's fall. The security secretary of Buenos Aires confirmed Payne's death to Rolling Stone Wednesday afternoon with the same, I think that stands for something, SAME's directors Alberto Crescenti telling local press that the artist fell from about 13 or 14 meters. Oh shit. And that Payne suffered severe injuries incompatible with life. CNN Argentinian affiliate Todo Noticias shared audio from emergency call. Okay, let's listen to this audio because I have not heard it. Is there a way? I guess I can't. Let me go back. Let me see if I can find it. Liam Payne 911 call. Let me see. Oh, and they have a transcript too. Okay. Hopefully we don't get a
meet the tiniest HR.
We'll mute that. That's but see, I gotta look at my DMs with Blake Screen, who said that there was other footage there too, and just make sure that it's actual footage. Hold up, y'all. We're looking at this advertisement. Why are advertisements so long? You think it's in Spanish? Well, I guess what? I speak Spanish. I speak el español. I promise y'all. Hold up.
Hola, buenos días. Recién llamé que se me acordó. Llamo del Hotel Casa Sur Palermo, Costa Rica 6032.
Okay, so they're saying that they're calling from Costa Rica, and then operators asking, well, what's happening at the location? What's happening at the location, sir?
Bueno, tenemos un huésped que está sobrepasado de droga y alcohol.
Tenemos un huésped que está sobrepasado de drogas y alcohol. Well, we've got a guest who's had too much drugs and alcohol.
Y cuando está consciente, está rompiendo toda la habitación.
So when he's conscious, he's trashing the entire room. So when he's awake, he's trashing the entire room.
Y bueno, necesitamos que manden a alguien, por favor.
We need somebody. We need you guys to send somebody, please.
Bajo efectos de alcohol y estupefaciente, ¿no, señor?
Is he under? What did she say? Hold up, y'all. He's trashing the room.
Consciente, está rompiendo toda la habitación y bueno, necesitamos que manden a alguien, por favor.
Bajo efectos de alcohol y estupefaciente, ¿no, señor?
He's under the effects of drugs and alcohol. I mean, the subtitles are there. It's pretty much saying the same thing I'm saying, y'all.
Sí, correcto.
Me dijo Costa Rica, ¿qué altura, señor? Discúlpeme.
Costa Rica 6032.
Esto pertenece a Capital, ¿no? Entre Arevalo y Kramer.
Sí.
Hotel.
They're just talking about the streets. Which streets?
Me dice, ¿cómo se llama el hotel?
Casa Sur Palermo.
Wait a minute. Hotel staff made 2 calls to the emergency services moments before singer Liam fell to his death from balcony in Argentina. So these calls were made before he died. Okay.
Y necesitamos que nos envíen a alguien urgente porque, bueno, yo no sé si corre riesgo la vida del huésped.
We need you guys to send somebody urgent because we don't know whether his life may be in danger and the guest's life. So whatever he was doing, they were concerned. So they're saying, hey, send somebody like right away. This was before he died, you guys.
Está en una habitación que tiene balcón y, bueno, estamos un poco con temor de que
he is in a room with a balcony and we're a little afraid that okay, so well, don't they have like security there? They could have like kicked him out. Why'd they leave him there?
Que haga algo que le ponga en riesgo
¿Hace
su
cuánto que
vida.
está ahí o es un hotel de vivienda?
No, es hace 2 o 3 días que está acá.
Okay, so he had been there for 2 or 3 days already. He's in a room with a balcony, and well, we're a little afraid that he
Algo que le ponga en riesgo
¿Hace
su
cuánto que
vida.
está ahí o es un hotel de vivienda?
the operator's asking, like, how long has he been there?
No, es hace 2 o 3 días que está acá.
So he's been there for 2 or 3 days. Everything was fine up until now?
Comprendo, no sabría ningún dato porque no pueden ingresar, ¿no?
No,
Hold up. Nos pueden? Since when has he been there, or is this a long stay hotel? Then he responds 2 or 3 days.
¿Cuánto que
vida.
está ahí o es un hotel de vivienda?
No, es hace 2 o 3 días que está acá.
Comprendo, no,
Understood. You wouldn't know any other details because you can't get in, right? No tiene otros detalles porque no se puede meter, ¿verdad?
no sabría ningún dato porque no pueden ingresar, ¿no?
No,
He says no. So was he locked in his room and they couldn't get in? Okay. We'll notify the same SA, and that stands for something because it's capitalized, medical emergency staff as well. Yes?
Notificamos a lo que es el personal de SAME. También, ¿escuchó?
sí, lo que yo te pido es que venga alguien urgente.
So he says, what I'm asking you is to have somebody come urgently. So he's been there for 2 or 3 days. And this is like, they don't have a key to get in the room. They don't have security to kick him out. I'm wondering, like, especially if there was a concern that of his safety and whatnot. I don't know. Yeah, you break the damn door. I'll never understand the fear of people when it comes to overstepping boundaries in situations like that. It could be a lot of things. Did they know who he was? That's the other factor to this too. What exactly comes in? It's just so much that comes into play with this. Now, they said that there was 2 911 calls. Is this the only one? Is there another one? Let me know. Steeler Princess says, true story. I know of a girl that jumped off a 3rd floor balcony because she was drunk. She broke both legs. I don't believe this BS. Oh, thank you, my love, for the $5. Steeler Princess says that some people are not, they're speculating other things. I mean, what do you guys think? There were concerns, first of all, for the hotel staff. They were already saying, well, there's concerns about, he's on the balcony level. We're concerns about safety, yada, yada, yada. But you guys didn't what? Want to open the door. He's unconscious. When he wakes up, he's destroying things. Okay, well, wait until he's asleep and get in there. I would think that if this is your property, you have a right to step in there. But, this is Argentina, so I don't know. Yeah, like what I'm saying is real tea. Like they could have broken in, hey, arrested him, put on handcuffs, he destroyed property. It's a lot that's not really making sense, Yeah, he had cranial, he wouldn't have survived the fall, but I thought it was 4 stories. It turns out it was 3. Yeah, I saw that. We want to talk about that here in a minute. Did your friend? I don't know. It is heartbreaking. Let me see what you guys are saying. Gray, how high were the railings? Probably not very high, right? A Taylor? You said they need to hold up. Shout out to Bomb Spec. It says they need to make an adjustment to the current building with bars or something to keep people from jumping, falling, or being pushed. Assuming did he just if he's under the influence, he's not even thinking there. It sounds like there was no reaction, like he was being pushed, like he wasn't fighting anybody. That's what they're saying in the investigation. I'm not. Wow. This is crazy. You said it sounds very PC-ish. They go from docile to having superhuman strength, back and forth. You knew somebody who fell off the back porch and died, way less than 3 stories. They're dead, my best friend's little brother. I'm sorry, Kelly Rose. Because it brings into questions a lot of things. You said it depends on how they fall. I know of a guy that fell off of a 1-story roof and was paralyzed. It just depends on how they land. Yeah, how do they land? That's another good point. Okay. So there was this is the part that I'm like, wait a minute, like maybe the reaction to this, and they already had like people going into his room, hotel staff and whatnot. It's a little suspect, just a little bit. I'm just saying. CNN Argentinian affiliate. Okay, the call from hotel room to Buenos Aires police that shed some additional light on the tragedy. Hotel staff contacted the police asking for immediate assistance for a guest who was overwhelmed with drugs and alcohol at around 5 p.m. local. Payne's family issued a statement via BBC Thursday saying that they were heartbroken by his death. We're heartbroken. The Payne family said Liam will forever live in our hearts and will remember him for his kind, funny, and brave soul. We are supporting each other as best as we can and ask for privacy and space at this awful time. As you know, they should. You guys, like, hold up. Now let me go to my DMs. Oh, I don't know if this is real. Let me see. I think this is this. What? Yeah, I don't know how I feel about playing this. As long as it's not showing. That's not him. That's not him. I think this is fake. So somebody saying that they have a video of him. I don't think this is him. I'm just gonna say that. I just don't think it's him. Uh, I need more information before I show it. But shout out to everybody. Thank you guys. Hold up. Let's see what is being said and let me look at the comments real quick. Steeler Princess, thank you for the 5. How does staff not know no one was inside with them, beating the F out of him? Hence all the noise they heard. They heard a lot of noise, and they kept saying, Steeler, they kept saying that, oh, he was in and out of consciousness. This is the part that I don't understand. Like, was he in and out of consciousness? Because in the 911 call, that's why I was like, wait a minute, this 911 call is weird. They're saying that when he's unconscious, when he's asleep, let's just put it that way, he's asleep. But when he wakes up, he's like breaking things. That's what the 911 call said, basically. So I don't know. This is just weird. The way it's being reported. You said you don't know about the Diddy stuff. Well, let's look into that right now, okay? The Daily Mail, and I guess this is a resurfaced video of Liam Payne. Let me cough, guys. Liam Payne, who video of Liam Payne describing awkward encounter with Diddy sparks conspiracy theories. Well, I guess we'll watch it since it's here.
Go over there and say hello to him. So I thought, P. Diddy. So I went out to shake his hand. And I shook his hand and he just was, oh, nice to meet you. And he's just going, with the longest handshake ever. And I'm like, sat there just looking in P. Diddy's eyes like, when is this going to end? And then the worst of it happened. There was a whole thing with Jay-Z and I went to lean in to speak to him. But
wait, Jay-Z was brought in the mix of this too? What?
Can't lean in to speak to Jay-Z. You're not allowed to lean in. And his bodyguard just like shoved me like this. And I went flying across the room. And I was like, right, I'm just going to go and sit over here with Eddie Golden.
Oh,
Mr. Norton, it's
hold up. That was his encounter.
Go over there and say hello to him. So I thought, P. Diddy. So I went out to shake his hand. And I shook his hand and he just was, oh, nice to meet you. And he's going, with the longest handshake ever. And I'm like, sat there just looking in P. Diddy's eyes like, when is this going to end? And then the worst of it happened.
This is awkward. Everybody's got an awkward P. Diddy story, that's for sure.
The worst of it happened. There was a whole thing with Jay-Z and I went to lean in to speak to him. But you can't lean in to speak to Jay-Z. You're not allowed to lean in. And his bodyguard just like shoved me like this. And I went flying across the room. And I was like, right, I'm just going to go and sit over here with Eddie Golden. I'm going to go over there and...
Yes, weird. See, Real T, I love it you said this because... let me go back to the 911 call. And it sounds like there might have been 2. We've only heard 1, okay? And I'm going to go to Twitter, okay? Because they're saying a lot of stuff right now on Twitter about this whole situation. And I want to understand. See, there's a lot of fake videos. I don't think this was him whatsoever. They're saying that they got the full video. I don't think that they did. And I don't want to play that shit. Hold up. Let me see. Oh my goodness. TMZ is trash for posting those pictures, by the way. But this is the part right here, you guys. This is what I saw. He was fine. This was hours before.
Morning, everybody. Here's a little video of me. It's rude to put hats on the table.
Sorry.
Is this your hat?
Yeah.
Children. It's a lovely day here in Argentina.
So,
This is the breakfast table.
who is this young woman? Does anybody know? Because he was with this woman. It doesn't sound like she was in the room. Who is this young woman? Right, Cerise, that's what I'm thinking too. I'm guessing that the hotel had unruly guests. This 911 call was a precautionary in order to prevent more problems, not knowing it was really that serious. His girlfriend, what does she have a name? Hey, Marina, everybody, make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Let me know because I've never seen this. I knew of the other one, but her name is Kate. His girlfriend, Kate Cassidy. Was she there? She left 2 days prior. So she wasn't with him when all of this went down? Oh man. This is just so wait a minute. Okay, let me understand how this works, okay? He gets a cease and desist from his ex, okay? On Monday. That's what I'm being told. But he's traveling to Argentina with his new girlfriend, correct? So like I'm trying to understand this. I feel like I'm missing something from here. And I know, shout out to Sloan. I don't know if you guys saw Sloan's video. We could watch a little bit of it, but the scene is very questionable to a certain degree.
I'm
just eating an orange.
Just enjoying coffee and breakfast, even though it's like 1 p.m.
Literally, we sleep in every day until at least 12. We're such losers.
No.
No.
Morning, everybody.
I mean, he looks fine here. Like, what led up to? Was it because he was alone? Or what exactly? Today's show said that she was with girlfriend hours before the incident. To get back to her routine. They were supposed to be there for 5 days and stayed 3 weeks. So she was just wanting to head back home, says Natalie. Thank you, Natalie. You understood that there were argumentative between the ex and Liam still, even though he had a girlfriend. Yeah, we need more info. That's what I'm saying. You said he posted old content, says Natalie. Okay. It was posted on his Snapchat an hour-ish before. There's narratives, and many high-profile PPD do not have solo control of their SM or their Snapchat accounts or social media accounts. Okay. You think it's a setup to the narrative. Okay. It's a here this is what gets to me. It's okay. What gets to me is that 911 call where you clearly see the hotel staff are concerned for him, right? They even said it in the 911 call. Está en el banco, meaning like he's in the balcony level. Necesitamos que alguien venga pronto. They needed somebody to come quick. That's what they said in Spanish. So it's like they saw this, and the lady in the 911 call asked, well, is this like a long stay hotel type of situation? No. Es huésped de 2-3 días, meaning that he was only there for 2 or 3 days. So he wasn't there long enough. He wasn't like a long stay. So was he staying in other hotel rooms before this one? Sounds like somebody was in the room with him. The hotel staff was in the room with him at one point. And then they got really worried. You said, hold up, let me see. Holly says, Holly, thank you for the $4.99. TMZ just posted an article that it's apparent self-inflicted, like he just jumped. Because if it's self-inflicted, then he didn't fall. That would be a jump. But see, if I didn't think that the investigation was over. Oh my goodness, TMZ. Fuck TMZ, you guys. I don't like. Okay, let me see. Oh, I love how the today. Look at this. Hold up, y'all. Let me show you guys. TMZ, that graphic Liam Payne photo and the damage it caused. So this was USA Today reporting on that. Now let me see if I can find this article. Holly says that there's a new article about self-inflicted. Okay, and they released the 911 phone call transcripts. Let's look at that real quick. Holly, I don't see the article that says it was self-inflicted. I thought they were still investigating though. Hey, Grape Tea. Yeah, no reflexes. That's what they said in the statement. Huh. Okay, hold up, y'all. Hold up. Liam Payne chilling 911 conversation occurred just before the singer fell to his death. Okay. I really hope that they took those pictures out, but I don't know if they did. Shortly before Liam Payne fell to his death from the balcony, a hotel manager reportedly called 911 to report the former One Direction star was wasted and destroying his room. He said that in the phone call. According to the 911 transcripts obtained by several media outlets, Payne was in the throes of a complete meltdown. Okay, a meltdown sounds better than sounds different than an outbreak. A meltdown in his third floor room at the Casa Sud Hotel in Palermo, Buenos Aires. CNN and La Nación say that the manager phoned 911 operator around 5 p.m. Wednesday to get help. Here's a summary of the purported conversation. The operator opens by asking about the type of emergency unfolding in the hotel room. The manager says there was a guest who is overwhelmed with drugs and alcohol, and he is breaking up his hotel room and they need assistance. Okay, this room, I saw this picture, but I don't want to show the other ones. I saw that. So my thing is like, because in the statement from police or from the district attorney's office, it says that the staff had been in the room before. So did they see the breaking of the property then and not do anything? Or did they say, well, he has to leave? Don't they have hotel security? I just have a lot of questions. Okay. The operator questioned the claim about alcohol and drugs, but the manager confirmed it before urgently requesting help again. The manager also expressed concerns that the guest's life was at risk, noting the individual had been staying in the room 2 or 3 days and the hotel staff was unable to gain access. That's not true. Hold up. I know. Listen, hold the fuck up. Hold up. That's not true. Hold up, y'all. That's not true. The prosecutor's office in Argentina shared a post-autopsy report on Thursday, revealed new details about what led to Payne's sudden death at the age of 31. Okay, according to the report, the former One Direction member died. Okay, we got that part. The circumstances of the case are being investigated as a questionable death, although everything indicates that the musician was alone when the fall occurred and was going through some type of outbreak from substances, reads this statement in Spanish. The report states that Payne fell off the balcony from his Casa Sud. Okay. Minutes before, a worker called 911 about a guest who was under the influence of drugs. All right, we got that. The forensic experts reported 25 injuries. They also pointed out, yeah, okay, we read that part, but there was somewhere, I know I saw this. By the time the police arrived after receiving the initial emergency call, Payne had fallen from his room's balcony and died due to his gravity of his injuries. Okay. However, early investigations show that there were narcotics and alcoholic beverages, as well as various destroyed objects and furniture. According to the report, forensics said that they found no evidence of foul play on Payne. The position of his body, okay. The report reads, according to the prosecutor's office, authorities had interviewed. According to the prosecutor's office, Authorities have interviewed 3 hotel workers, 2 women who were with the musician in his room hours before the fall. Okay. According to the prosecutor's office, authorities have interviewed 3 hotel workers, and 2 women who were with the musician in his room hours before Payne's fall. So, if you go to TMZ, the manager also expressed concerns that the guest's life was at risk, noting that the individual had been staying in the room 2 or 3 days and hotel staff was unable to gain access. How? That's not what the prosecutor's statement is saying. That's not what the prosecutor's statement is saying, you guys. Look. According to the prosecutor's office, authorities have interviewed 3 hotel workers, 2 women who were with the musician in his room hours before the fall. So when were they not able to gain access? Y'all see, let me drop a rabbit in the chat if you're following where I'm going. If you're like, drop a thumbs up, let me know. Do you follow where I'm going with this here? Like, this is not, how is this one thing saying one thing and then the other thing is saying something else? So could they not gain access, or did they gain access? Because to me, if you saw him hours before, you gain access. You gain access to what? Maybe it's English translation. I'm not sure. But I heard the 911 call and I speak Spanish too. Okay. I'm bilingual. So I understood what was said. I don't know. You said maybe they couldn't gain access moments during the last moments. That's why the employee called the police. Yeah, they could. Thank you for, because there is pictures of him in the lobby, right? They could have seen him in the lobby, right? But they couldn't, maybe they didn't get access to the room. I'm just thinking of different things that could have happened. Do you think it was a chaotic situation? You think that the caller overinflated the situation? So, okay, maybe he let them in the first time. I'm just thinking out loud, but like the narratives, and maybe they're lost in translation because it is Spanish. We can go back to that call. That's fine. And I could tell you what I hear in Spanish. Let me see if I can, maybe Twitter might have it. 911 call. Oh shit. The cleaning lady is also giving information. Hold up. Oh man. Okay, it says, I have understood that this voice note is from the cleaning lady at the hotel Liam Payne was staying at. She says that he passed out and they took him back to his room. And then he started to get violent and threw himself off the balcony? What? Hold up.
Se mató el chabón, se tiró, dice que se desmayó en el lobby, que lo volvieron a llevar a la habitación, se puso como loco y se tiró. Estaba re pasado. Katia dice que hoy lo hizo a la habitación y se estaba drogando delante de ella y le pedía disculpas por el desorden. Se mató el chabón, se tiró, dice.
Oh, okay. Somebody says this is the narrative, okay? And I'm listening to this woman and she's saying he killed himself. That's what she's saying. This is, for those that are coming in, this is a recording from the hotel cleaning staff that essentially was leaked over here onto Twitter, okay? So everybody that's confused. The narrative reads, I have understood that this voice note is from a cleaning lady at the hotel Liam Payne was staying at. She's saying that he passed out and that they took him back to his room. And then he started to get violent and threw himself off the balcony. Hey, Monica. This is crazy. Let me play it again, okay? And I'm gonna try to translate it for you guys, all right?
Se mató el chabón, se tiró y dice que
Se mató. He threw himself. That's what she's saying.
se desmayó en el lobby, que lo
He was in the lobby.
volvieron a llevar a la habitación.
They took him back to his room.
Se puso como loco y se tiró.
He started getting crazy.
Se tiró.
And then he threw himself. And he threw himself. That's what she says.
Estaba re pasado. Katia dice que hoy lo hizo a la habitación y se estaba drogando delante de ella y le pedía disculpas por el desorden.
Wow. Okay, hold up. Let me go back because I didn't quite understand this part. Let me hit play.
Se tiró. Estaba re pasado. Katia dice que hoy lo hizo a la
Katia. There's another woman by the name of Katia who apparently saw what was going on.
habitación y se estaba drogando delante de ella y le pedía disculpas por el
And he was getting violent in front of her. And so then he threw himself.
desorden. Se mató.
So there was disorder in the room. And I wish I could zoom in. Hold up. Let me see if I can get this bigger. Okay. This says, se sacaron una foto con una compañera de trabajo. Now, please note, Spanish has different dialects. What she's saying is, this person is saying they got a photo with a person from work. Girls that said that he died. And this is saying, me voy a matar. Like, she's quoting like he was going to kill himself or something like that. And then ahí lo público, what's been public. So please note, it's a different dialect of Spanish. Spanish has different dialects, so please note that.
Se mató el chabón, se tiró, dice que se desmayó en el lobby, que lo volvieron a llevar a la habitación, se puso como loco y se tiró.
Se puso como loco y se tiró. They took him, so I guess he was in the lobby. They took him to his room and then he threw himself. That's what she is saying.
Se tiró.
So what that tells me is that they had access to the room. If he was in his room by himself, and he was in the lobby, they took him to his room. They had access to him in the room. Did he fall asleep in the lobby and then they carried him to the room? And that's what they did?
Re pasado. Katia dice que hoy lo hizo a la habitación y se estaba drogando delante de ella y le pedía disculpas por el desorden. Se mató.
I'm telling you, man, this is literally just, let me make sure I bookmark this. That is crazy. So this is, let me follow it. Hold up, y'all. They were saying that he's in the lobby and he was behaving erratically, okay?
6032. Bueno, nada, tenemos un huésped que está sobrepasado de droga y está rompiendo toda la habitación.
See, and then the 911 call says they have a huésped, they have a guest who is past drug, he's using drugs, and he's tearing things up in his room, en la habitación, in his room.
Así que necesitamos que venga alguien.
Entiendo, me dice entonces que es agresivo. ¿Es emergencia?
Hola, buenas tardes. Mira, te estoy llamando.
It just cut. How come it's not in full? This 911 call is not in full whatsoever. I want to be careful what I show because some of the stuff is like not censored. Oh my God. So the staff at the hotel room Liam Payne was staying at called 911 because of the way he was acting. And they mentioned that they were concerned for his safety. And there was a balcony in his room and they were afraid that he might do something to himself. Oh my God. Let me go back. There's just some people that are doing the most. This right here, I definitely believe that this is somebody that worked there that was giving some details. This right here, my friends, I definitely think is legit. That right there, just it gives me that. Thank you guys. Let me see what you guys are saying. Can you read Krista Cello's message? Krista, why not really to me? Chris, I can't really see you. What are her there's so many messages, y'all. Rabbit, does she say we took him to the room, or does he say that they took him to the room? It says that he was taken to the room. Hold up. Y'all are trying to get my attention. Krista says that's what they're there. Krista, you got to tell me what you said. Was it something that I missed? Let me know. Oh, you're translating? Oh, you're chilling. Okay, love. Shout out to you. You okay? She's like, it's me. I'm translating. Let me go. Let me play it again.
Se mató el chabón.
Oh shit. Hold up.
Se mató el chabón. Se tiró, dice que se desmayó en el lobby.
Se mató, se tiró.
Que lo volvieron a llevar a la habitación, se puso como loco y se tiró.
They took him to the room and he got crazy and then he threw himself, right? Krista says, fellow South American, non-Spanish speaking country. Shout out to you. The voice says she is a friend or something of the woman who actually was there. Thank you, Krista. Okay, I'm going to keep playing it, Krista. Shout out to Krista in the chat.
Se tiró. Estaba re pasado. Katia dice que hoy le hizo la habitación y se estaba drogando adelante.
Krista, Katia is the friend, correct? Katia is the friend, and she's the one that essentially was there.
De ella y le pedía disculpas por el desorden. Se mató el chabón. Se tiró, dice que se desmayó en el lobby, que lo...
You said Krista has been saying nothing seems out of the ordinary for how these people are communicating, their tone, etc., for the culture. Okay, here it is. She says that at some point that the cleaning lady was the actual witness, went to clean his room, and he was drugging himself in front of her. Thank you, Krista. Because I was like, I'm missing something. And he apologized for it. But, okay. Thank you. Shout out to y'all. Drop some hearts for Krista. Thank you, Krista. That's the narrative. Thank you, Krista. So there was a cleaning lady by the name of Katia, and apparently she saw it. He was in the lobby. They brought him back in the room. He was doing drugs in front of her, and then he threw himself. That's what it sounds like now, but that's a different narrative than what prosecutor's office said. Look, according to the prosecutor's office, authorities have interviewed 3 hotel workers and 2 women who were with the musician in his room hours before the fall. Okay? Hours before the fall. And then TMZ, in their translation, said hotel was unable to access the room, noting that the individual had been staying in the room 2 or 3 days and hotel staff was unable to access the room. You said, this is a secondhand information audio, but not the actual woman. Thank you. Shout out to you. So she's basically saying her friend Katia gave her that information. So it's like third person. Thank you, Krista. Shout out to Krista, you guys. Make sure you drop some hearts for Krista. It still sounds a little bit different, right? When they say like, who said that this part right here wasn't even in the 911 call? None of this was in the 911 call. No, thank you. Thank you, Bombsbeck. I was like, what y'all talking about? Who? I do believe the woman in the audio is retelling the story with a bit more flair and dramatics and no consideration for the timeline. Well, then there's that too, right? And that is important. Absolutely. She's just giving second-hand information about what happened. Now, TMZ took this picture. I guess this is the balcony. It doesn't, like, that's where they said that he landed. It just doesn't seem like, I don't know. It's like so short of a fall, but I could be wrong. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he was under the influence. Totally depends on how he fell, all that other stuff. You know what I mean? You said, I'll just wait for the complete coroner's report before I assume or put misinformation out. Just me. I agree with you, Jen. I think we just have to be careful. I do think personally, like, some folks have said that there is some validity to this. I don't know. This is One Direction. Liam Payne has reportedly died after falling from the 3rd floor of a hotel in Argentina just yesterday. Allegations surfaced that he had forced his 19-year-old ex-girlfriend to undergo a home abortion. There was a lot. This is the girl, right, that everybody was talking about. So that's why I was like, well, maybe he was just like, he could have been dealing with a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? We don't know. We don't. I mean, I don't know the guy, but yeah, drinking and alcohol do not mix. Absolutely, with toxicology. The complete report will come out in a few days. I will send it to you with my translation when it does. Y'all, drop some hearts for thank you, Krista. Thank you. Y'all drop some, like, that was awesome that you were here, girl. Because I'm Mexican. That's my Spanish. And there's nothing. No soy de Argentina. No soy de Chile. Like, that's all South America. Shout out to all my South American beautiful people out there. But it's a different kind of vibe, different kind of Spanish, different type of dialects. I got, I know some folks from Portugal, like Portuguese. Like, it's just a mix, Why would the cleaner go to clean the room right at night? Leah, do you think that they were maybe checking to see? But had they seen if the cleaning lady says that he had done drugs, in front of her, right? Why wouldn't they call security then? Why wouldn't they? And why put out there that they hadn't been in the room hours before or they didn't have access? Because clearly they did. If he was being erratic in the lobby and he fell asleep there, they could have taken him over there to his room. It just, the story's not really panning out, if that makes sense. You said it could have been just a horrible accident too. Maybe he had no idea. Yeah, shout out to my Colombians. Shout out to you guys. You said Argentinian Spanish has a Italian influence. Yes, we have some way different types of Spanish. South Cone people talk really weird. Oh my goodness. Yes, thank you, Miss Faye. Thank you. You meant drinking in balconies. Absolutely. Well, it's healthy to not just assume the first narrative. That's exactly, like, that's why we have to ask the questions. I definitely have a lot of questions about this. I wonder if it was treated like is it still an ongoing investigation? What's going on? Because now people are saying, well, he fell. He's like, really? That's not an ongoing investigation. That sounds like a conclusion to me. It seems like to me. Kragan says, what if she came to clean the room because who bought him up said the room was already trash? Maybe she came to clean the trash room. Right? It could very well be. It could very well be that situation. Now, oh my God, you guys, I didn't even get to my other topics, but let me get to at least one of them very quickly because I think it's important to call out somebody that I'm like, lady, you are so full of caca in your head. I don't understand you. Why you act like you don't know nothing. Let's talk about Sharon Osbourne. Sharon Osbourne. I don't know if you guys remember the Osbournes. Okay, real quick. The Osbournes had that, the Osborne show, whatever. So she's going to act like, I am not surprised about this investigation. Diddy alleged sex crimes don't surprise Sharon Osbourne, where there's a lot of power. Like, I did a whole video on this lady talking about Diddy mommy. She wanted to marry off her daughter to Diddy. Okay. So for her to kind of put her 2 cents, like, I didn't know, I'm so confused. I don't know what to say. So she claims she wasn't invited to Diddy's infamous parties, but Kelly Osbourne was. Matter of fact, she was wearing white on one of those parties. Kelly Osbourne, like, these people have a podcast here. Okay. Let's not pretend that your ass did not know what the hell was going on. See, it's one thing we don't like is the internet. Let me show. Like, don't play. Which one? Where? Which one? How many parties? She even talked about this party on an episode. Stop it, Sharon. You've been compromised. You cannot look away and act like you didn't know or I didn't know. Bitch, you didn't know. I'm sorry, y'all. I cannot stand I'm going to plead like I never knew. I didn't know. Her daughter was, oh my Lord. Let me pull that video right now before I head out, because literally it irks my soul that this woman is going to act like she did not know. Let's go, Osbornes. I know I did a whole video on this shit right over here. Where'd it go? And she just deflected. She wants to pretend that she did not know nothing. Hold up.
Willie.
Oh, your mom's talking about Diddy's Willie.
Mom, seriously, you cannot. I bet it's smooth.
They're talking about Diddy's penis. Okay, hold up. Let me go back.
Mom, Daddy's Willie.
Oh, your mom's talking about Diddy's Willie.
Mom, seriously, you cannot. I bet it's smooth. I bet it's oiled and
All I have to say is about Sean is it's not my world. I don't understand any of that world. I don't pretend that I do. And I don't know what goes on.
Now we're going to get in. I cannot stand anybody that pleads like ignorance to this. Like they act like they don't know nothing. I wasn't a part. I'm not the industry. Like that's not me. That's not me. That's not me. Let's watch. Okay.
Where Jack and Sharon are talking about this event that Kelly went to, and
a Diddy event.
I don't know. Sharon's kind of like
She said it was oil.
for Puff. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
Jack, so Kelly went out last night and apparently Puff Daddy's security guard bumped into her and knocked her on the floor. And then Puff Daddy picked her up and put her on the table and apologized and was really nice to her. And told her she doesn't wear enough diamonds and that he was going to get her a diamond watch.
He did. He's the homie.
How old was Kelly then?
How old?
Pretty sure Kelly was pretty young.
Underage.
He did. He's the homie. I mean, Jack is young. Everybody's young here, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
And I said he smells good, he dresses nice, he's fine.
Smells good, dresses nice. He's fine.
Wouldn't it be cool if Kelly went out with Puff Daddy? And I was Puff Daddy's mother-in-law.
But they don't know him. I don't know. Maybe they don't. Maybe there hasn't been enough pictures of them out. Maybe they just know him from a distance. Keep in mind, we just saw the podcast. Mm-hmm. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
Puff Mummy?
Puff Mummy.
It's P. Diddy, Mum.
P. Diddy, really cool. Kel and Puff Dad. Because Kel's like a little street fighter. She's like a little meanie. And there's big old P. Diddy.
No.
P. Diddy.
I think they'd be so cute.
No,
together.
you're just saying that because he's famous and has lots of money.
No, not. He smells good.
So, well, I smell good.
All right, let's see it.
Kelly!
That was the cutest watch you've ever seen in your life.
It's your mama.
I don't trust it.
So weird.
Don't talk about my son-in-law that way.
You're crazy, Mom.
That's gorgeous, Kelly.
Isn't it?
It's really gorgeous.
Wow, they really like that watch. Must have been a really nice watch. I wonder what she did with that watch. Does she still have it? Kind of curious. I mean, they didn't address that in the podcast, so keep that in mind.
Doesn't he smell nice, Kelly?
I was like, hold the show, and then there's all these other celebrities representing.
He's such a gentleman. He's so well
I know he is.
His nails were perfect. His suits was perfect.
I bet he's got a nice old willy, you know.
He's got a nice old willy.
Oh,
Puff Daddy's Willie. Oh, your mom's talking about Diddy's Willie.
Mom,
Diddy,
seriously,
zero.
you cannot.
I bet it's smooth. I bet it's oiled and
Wow.
She said, I bet it's oil. Now, this whole baby oil thing, this did not age very well. Osborne's podcast, y'all going to address this? They are a weird family. I mean, no family is normal. Like, don't get me wrong. But are they going to address this part? Because they did say it.
How old was Kelly then? I'm just curious. I don't know.
Wait, it's totally managing. I should have asked him to see it.
And then she says at the end, I should have asked him to see it. I don't know if you guys heard that at the very end.
Totally managing. I should have asked him to see it.
So watching that, and now,
yes, check that video out. It's one of my older videos. It's not even that older. It was back in April that I did it, you guys. Like, come. Some of this just did not age very well, but the Osbournes are going to act like we don't know anything. We that's not our life. That's not my world. I'm like, shut up, Sharon. What are you talking about? She was never invited to a Diddy Combs infamous party. Sharon Osbourne didn't know about the alleged dark side of the disgraced music mogul. Combs was arrested on the September 16. I never knew that side of him. This is what she told the paparazzi. He was always so nice to me and respectful of my whole family. Oh my God. He was always very pleasant, beautifully respected, never had a problem, but it's not like he's going to ask the fucking Osbornes to a white party, is he? So you know what I mean. Different worlds, that's all. No. Us here in the chat, that's a different world for us. But it is not a different world for Sharon Osbourne or the Osbornes. Stop it. Thank you. It's not stop it. You cannot play clueless, you biatch. You can't. Because at the end of the day, you are the industry. I'm not. The people in the chat, we're not. But we're not ingrained in that. We are not silenced by NDAs or any type of network. We're not silenced by any of that. Their money don't pay our bills, right? So let's stop. You're not going to gaslight us. You cannot gaslight us because that's not our life right there. We're not them. We are not like them. Okay? That's what I got to say about that. All right, guys. I'm going to let you guys go. I'll probably be live later on tonight. Make sure you guys are hitting that notification button, hitting the like button for this live. Listen, I have a lot of questions about Liam Payne, so we're definitely going to keep looking into that just a little bit more and what the hotel staff are saying. I have a feeling we're going to hear a lot more from this. And where there's smoke, there is fire. Okay? That's just how I see it. I'll see you guys on the next one. Rabbits out. You guys have a great day. Bye, guys.